little bit in at a time. Look at all this right here, babe. This whole mess right here is you, because you don't know how to pick up yourself after pasta.
Smile.
Are you gonna clean your mess?
Or let this ruin your day.
Would you stop ruining it? Either
You're pouting and you're ruining the event.
You stop being a brat because you're ruining it.
What's up?
Why do you guys just start talking about it and there's no cleaning up everything after we're done?
Therapy in Florida definitely gave us a good roadmap to, you know, how we are with each other these days. But
I mean, listen, first and foremost, we know that these two are now finito. Done and dusted. No longer together, because Liz has definitely made it known on social media that she has moved on and she's now got a new man. So really and truly, their storyline still being a part of the new season doesn't really make sense to me. But I'm still going to talk about it anyway. So let's obviously now dive into what led to them finally breaking up and hopefully finally for like the last time, considering that Liz obviously has now moved on. Now, here's the thing. Isn't it interesting how we're watching a scene where we have two alleged grown adults, yes, alleged grown adults, because there are still, we are still waiting for the lab results to find out whether or not Liz and Ed are generally adults, because the way they behave like freaking kids. So that's why clearly right now we're still trying to wait for that confirmation to see if these two actually ever did grow up and actually ever did mature. But nonetheless though, we're in a situation where we've got two alleged adults having a dispute in front of a child. Now, let me remind you something real quick. When it comes to Liz and her daughter, Liz is somebody that even lost custody of her daughter to the baby father, okay? And she's somebody that obviously had to earn her right to be able to see her daughter again and also have her daughter back in her life. So imagine this. You've got your child back in your life, but then you then expose your child on TV to national people, but then also on top of that, whilst you're exposing them, you're also exposing them to an environment that shows that you clearly don't give a damn, but to have a whole dispute, a whole conflict in front of your child with somebody else. And obviously in this situation, that would be Ed. To be honest, for somebody that, you know, legit doesn't have much custody of her daughter now, you would think that she'd be a bit more careful about how she's going to be around her child. Because again, like I said, there's two things that she's done wrong. One, bringing her on the show, therefore she exploits her. And two, having a whole dispute, conflict with Ed at the same time. And then also on top of that, just to add the cherry on top, it was then her daughter that had to sit there or stand there and say, hey, you two, behave. Literally, you two, you need to behave. Like, get over it, move on, stop being babies. Imagine that. The two alleged adults being told how to behave by the child. Clearly, the man that's been raising Liz's daughter is obviously doing a fantastic job. So shout out to the anonymous man, if you know what I mean. But also on top of that, at the end of it, Liz talks about obviously the therapy situation. Obviously, we know that they were on the season of The Last Resort, which is the season where Liz did end up proposing to Ed. And really and truly, throughout the whole season, we saw no progression. Liz thought there was progression, and so did Ed. But really and truly, we all saw that there wasn't. That these two were always going to be the same two people. And when I say that, they're always going to be the same two people, where Liz will always have a voice, but Ed will never give a damn. And then Ed will always have a voice, but Liz would then try and do too much to understand it. But hey, hopefully we are now in a position, well, they are now in a position in real life that she's now completely done with him and she will never ever go back because she's now found someone else new. But nonetheless, though, we will see what else goes down throughout the season with these two, because obviously throughout the season we will be definitely noticing things that definitely led to their, you know, final and official breakup that we obviously hope for. But with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe. We are on the road to 60K, so let's make it happen. Peace.